Good morning and welcome to our daily devotional from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn. Very glad to have you with us on this Saturday, March the 4th, 2023. We have this week been studying Romans chapter 4, and we've been now in the book of Romans for a couple of weeks. Today, on this Saturday, I wanted to read our first lesson from the lectionary, which is actually from the book of Genesis, and is the passage, or at least one of the passages, that Paul, in writing Romans, is referring to. So this is a very crucial passage in the book of Genesis because it connects the first 11 chapters, which is the stories, the creation story, the story of Noah and the flood, the stories of all the families of the earth, and how they are connected now to the narratives that will follow about the nation of Israel. So this is Genesis chapter 12, verses 1 through 4. Now the Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and the one who curses you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." So Abram went as the Lord had told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran. So this, as I said, is a crucial passage in the Pentateuch, in the telling of the story of the nation of Israel, because of course that story begins in the book of Genesis with all of humanity, the creation of all by God the Creator. And now there is in the story the connection being made between all the families that were created and the whole of creation, the connection with all of those with what later becomes the nation of Israel. And of course, Abraham is the key figure here, Father Abraham, as he is known in much of Islam and Christianity and Judaism. And this is at least the beginning part of the story that Paul in the book of Romans picks up on. He is particularly, he's recounts the entire, gives an account of almost the entire story of Abraham in the book of Romans, but he's especially interested in this phrase in verse 3, "And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." And Paul takes this as an indication that salvation has always been for all. That it is, in one sense, it's in the exclusionary choices made by God of Israel, having chosen Israel. It's through that exclusionary choice that all is included. The whole of creation, all the families of the earth are to be blessed. And this is what Paul, as I said, picks up on in Romans, and emphasizes that even as Gentiles, we are participants in this blessing of Abraham that goes back before the law is given, before Moses and the law, before the other narratives of Israel. And so for Paul, the question is, how does God relate then to people who have not been given the law, as the nation of Israel has? How does God relate to people who haven't been given specific instructions about how to follow the law? And his answer is that Abraham is our model, because Abraham didn't have any of that. And his model is that of responding in faith. That is what Paul emphasizes, is that Abraham responded in faithfulness to God's offer. And as I've said all week, it's extremely important to recognize that this is not an intellectual belief. This is a believing with one's life. That is, Abraham actually took his family and left and went and did as God said and lived faithfully. So Paul picks up on this, that this offer of grace from God, which is a gift. This is the other thing that Paul emphasizes: just as Christ is a gift to us, so this offer to Abraham was a gift. And the only way to respond to a gift as a gift is to respond with faith. That is, to be faithful to the one who gives the gift. And so Paul really wants to emphasize our connection with Father Abraham and this act of faith. And then, as I said in other epistles, Sarah is also emphasized as a part of the tradition of faith that we participate in. Let's close with this word of prayer from W.E. Orchard. O Lord, most high and wonderful, to whose mind the past and the future meet in our eternal now, to whose sight all things lie naked and open. We are the creatures of shifting time, to whom the past is soon forgotten and from whom the future is completely veiled. Our day is but a gleam of light between two nights of dark. The mists hang about our minds, our feet are fettered. We are bruised and bound, robbed and cheated every day. Yet we can conceive a higher knowledge beside which ours is poor and incomplete. Though our ignorance is well nigh universal, at least we know we do not know. Our night is never so long or so dark that we forget what the day is like. We are more than we seem, and thou art nearer than we dream. Yet we only dare to ask for light upon one step ahead, faith to take one day at a time, endurance to wait for the dawn. Forgive the crushing care that comes from our lack of vision, our fears that the truth will never be clear, our frenzied, ineffectual strivings. Let us feel through all that thou dost lead us on. Forgive the impertinence that would hurry on the dawn, that would thrust impious hands across the pattern thou art weaving, that would outrun thy perfect will for us. May we become heirs to the Spirit of Jesus, calm because there are 12 hours in the day, confident that the truth shall yet be proclaimed from the housetops, courageous enough to endure the cross, despise the shame, and in death to commit ourselves into thy hands. Amen. Thank you for joining me this morning from Pilgrim Congregational Church. I'm Patrick Horn, and I hope that you have a very good day. Goodbye.